We have our first news item.
Yes.
Janel Grant.
Yeah.
Back in the news, making a statement.
Yeah, she made quite the statement.
Yeah.
Does now, Austin, were you looking up her actual, or one of you was looking up her statement, right?
I can get it.
I watched it before.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I read her statement and I have more questions now than I did before her statement, which is not generally how statements work.
I don't know if she was like, she had to be vague about some stuff she was saying, but
it wasn't that she was vague. It was like, there is things she said that are contradictory to the suit.
Yeah.
And I want to say this, Movito. Sorry, guys. I want to say this full stop. That I'm not saying that I think she's a gold digger and that she, this didn't happen, anything like that. But we do have to be objective in how we approach this. And there were some things that I read that I'm like, that wasn't in the original 68-page report.
Okay.
Or that contradicts what is in the report. Like in the report, she said that she was very much, that she was asked to do a joint statement with WWE. Now she turns around and she says that WWE released a statement without her approval.
Yeah.
That was something that caused me to raise an eyebrow. And there has been an infographic circulating on the internet of a list of gifts that Vince McMahon bought her. And
it's a lot.
It is a lot. Like, it's like if your legal team released this, it isn't doing you any favors.
Yeah.
Because it makes it, whether good, bad, or indifferent, it makes her look bad.
Wait, okay, let's drill down on that a little bit. Are you saying the list of gifts that McMahon allegedly purchased for her?
Yes,
makes her look bad.
Yeah. I mean,
tell me. No, tell me why though. What's your thinking? Because I have a counter argument potentially.
And I'm saying in the eyes of the common public, not my personal opinion.
Oh no, I get that. But
what she said, I think the evidence against McMahon far outweighs the gifts. But
okay.
I think the gifts that were given, I think people could argue, you don't give those unless there's one side that feels everything's consensual. And you don't, and that it does come off as a bit, I want to choose my words so carefully here, gold digger such.
I'm gonna, see, I kind of think about it a little bit differently. I tend to think that if anything, it actually comes off as more like he was so desperate to buy her silence.
Right. For me personally, it came off as very predatory.
Yeah, and I think that's how a lot of people will take it.
But I'm saying that I have seen a lot more rallying against her online than I have in the past.
Yeah, but the people who say that, I think, are the same people who are gonna sue, who are already prone to blaming the victim in cases like this. So the kind of people who say, oh, what, like the kind of people who say, oh, well, why did it take her so long? Why didn't she just leave?
Why didn't wearing?
What's that?
Look at what she was wearing.
Right. It's the same kind of people who say that, who are oblivious to the power dynamics involved in a situation like this. And a lot of people just are, like some people who say that shit, it's not that they mean to be assholes. They're just oblivious. They don't understand basic power dynamics.
Just
in other words,
just basic workplace environments.
Exactly.
You have the owner of this company saying, "Hey, everything that you want will be yours, but you have to kind of keep your mouth shut about things." And when a guy with that much power, he unfortunately in the society that we're in, he can kind of get that, and it sucks a lot. That's just how the dynamic is.
Exactly. Well said.
Yeah, that was very well said, Austin. No wonder why you got the title you got. So I don't know. For me personally, I've seen it more in the past couple of days than I did previously.
Okay.
And that is my concern, is that list and her statement is going to dilute her case. Because now we have McMahon apologists coming out saying he's totally exonerated. It's like, no, he still poo-pooed on a girl.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, he poo-pooed on a girl while Johnny Ace watched.
Yeah.
These are things that don't just go away because you say they should go away.
Yeah.
I've also seen false reports being posted about how McMahon's been exonerated by a court. Well, one, there's two flaws with that. One, he can't be exonerated because it's not a criminal proceeding.
Correct. It's civil.
It's civil.
A lot of people don't even understand the difference.
No, the world we live in, a lot of idiots out there think that immigration law is criminal.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
It's civil.
It's civil. Yes. Being in the country illegally is not a criminal act. It's a civil.
No, it's a civil act.
Yeah.
So yeah, It's just like, one, read Law for Dummies or Google search it. Like, there are differences. And they're like, well, this case is about to be thrown out. Really? What law class did you take, Captain Dipshit? Because if it was about to be thrown out, I guarantee you McMahon would be pushing for dismissal right now. His legal team would be all over it, and they're not. So I think if you're sitting here and you're attacking the gifts that were given, I highly, highly suggest you go to your little Google machine, whatever it may be, and you type in sexual predatory grooming.
Yes.
And I really suggest you read up on that. And maybe you would gain a touch of an understanding about what Janel Grant went through.
It's kind of like people who are into mob stuff. If you know stories about how the mafia will buy you gifts to try to get you to do what they want, so they don't have to kill you or break your legs or whatever. Anybody who's ever watched The Sopranos knows this. Maybe that might be a good analogy for some people to understand what we're talking about. The people who just don't fucking get it.
There is a difference between the two. As someone
not a perfect analogy, but
not perfect, because as someone who has read on the mob and researched the mafia, like I have, there is no innocent parties most of the time involved with the mob, because you need two sides. You need a side that's desperate enough to get assistance from them, and then the mob preys on that.
Right.
So is it an even split? No, it's not. It's about 60-40, but there are people who sit there and say it's like 90-10. And it's like, no, like I grow tired of seeing people online say, oh, my brother was murdered by Sammy Gravano. Okay, Who was your brother? Oh, Louis Melito. Who was Louis Melito? A soldier in the Gambino crime family. Okay, so Louis Melito is not an innocent victim. Let's squash this now. He was a soldier in a crime family, you moron.
Right.
Like, it's the hubris that these people speak with. Like, oh, my brother was so honorable. No, he was a criminal. That doesn't mean he deserved to die, but you get involved with the mob, you kind of know what you're getting into here.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference to me. Janel Grant was someone who had an emotional issue at that point in time,
and financial issues, because that's a big part of it too. Yes.
Vince McMahon preyed on both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And look, in Justin Michaels, Ashley killed herself because WWE didn't care about what happened to her.
Ashley Mazzaro.
Sadly, as with most suicides, I can speak on this. I had a brother commit suicide. You more than likely never know the reasons.
Right, of course.
You can infer. Do I think that that horrible thing that was alleged to have happened in Iraq happened?
Yeah.
I mean, it happened. I think the details that were given are pretty. I would shy on it did. Do I think WWE took appropriate action? No, I do not.
No.
But do I think that WWE shoulders all the blame for it? They shoulder a lot of it. I don't know if you can sit here and say all of it. There are.
Doesn't have to be all.
What was that?
Doesn't have to be all.
It doesn't have to be all. And I think, unfortunately, under Vincent Kennedy McMahon, things didn't change with WWE.
Well, not only that, but there's the story of McMahon on the plane with her that a writer told.
Yep.
Yeah. Psycho.
This has been. WWE has been an old boys network. I mean, think about this. Even with Pat Patterson, the allegations out there from wrestlers, Pat would hit on them.
Listen to Roddy Piper talk about it.
The Ring Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Even the steroid trial. The point is WWE operated under Vincent Kennedy McMahon under the mantra, the world is ours.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone that defied that, Vince could run over. Anyone. Mm-hmm. It didn't matter. Networks, Bob Costas, and this should shine a light on this situation and make us. I've said this before on this show. We all have culpability in this. Every single fan of WWE is culpable. We are, whether we want to be or not. We need to realize we are part of the reason this happened to Janel Grant. Because we kept watching, we kept buying, we kept going in. We powered the WWE machine, and that powered Vince's ego. Now, we can be sad about it. We can regret it, but we were culpable in it.
So we should get back to, because Eric, you mentioned other things in her statement, in Janel Grant's statement, that were troublesome in some way or contradictory.
The big thing with me was the joint public statement. To me, that's new and that's major, because in the original affidavit, it said that they asked her to do a statement, and she refused, but ultimately relented. Now she is saying, no, I never agreed to it. They just released it with my name on it.
See, I don't even remember that. I don't remember the joint statement.
I don't recall the joint statement.
I remember WWE's statement. I don't remember Janel Grant ever saying anything.
Yeah, so what is she even talking about then? I'm confused. I'm very confused by this.
I had to go way back to find it. And if
but you did find it. There is an actual joint statement.
I would have to dig for it again, but there is a short two-sentence statement from Janel Grant. That says Vince McMahon and I did have a consensual relationship from bang to bang.
Okay.
Again, now we're going to argue the legalities of the word consensual. Is it consensual when you're giving her multi-million-dollar vacations? When you're
giving her $20,000 for surgery.
When you're paying for a medical surgery because her nether regions are so beat up.
I mean, there's certainly a difference between consent and coercion, I would say.
Yeah. Thank you, Matt. So I think a lot of people want to treat this whole story that it's black and white. And there is more gray than either black or white in this. And that's why it should have been tried as a criminal trial. I think the NDA should be thrown out. I know it can't be thrown out. That's major reason why it is a civil trial, because that's the basis of this is an NDA. So yeah, but there is actual criminal activity alleged, right? I mean, she says he raped him, but there is,
and Johnny Ace too, right? I mean, they raped her allegedly.
Johnny Ace allegedly is still going to testify at some point.
See, I've been confused about that too, because he's gone back and forth.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be, Johnny, do you want to be a part of the civil suit and be sued and run the risk of you being completely bankrupt? Because he would be. The other thing is, this is a drop in the bucket for Vince McMahon.
Right.
But for Johnny Ace, this bankrupts him.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't recover from that.
No.
Right.
So I think it would behoove John Laurinaitis to testify. But I think there's a fear there. His stepdaughters currently work for the company.
The Bellas. I'm sorry, the Bella twins. I forgot for a second. It took me a second to connect that in my brain. That's right.
And AEW won't touch him. I mean,
he's done. I mean,
no wrestling company will touch him.
Even if he threw out the Janel Grant allegations, there has been more than enough stuff to come out about Johnny Ace being a scumbag than this.
Nobody likes this guy. Like who says they like
the
him?
Only guy I've ever heard to have a good relationship with the guy.
Yeah,
No one liked that dude.
I agree. Everyone I know, I'm sure his brother had decent things to say about him, you would hope.
But they didn't even have much of a relationship, did they? I was always under
not like a big one though.
I was always under the impression they didn't really have much to do with each other, even though they were in the same business.
I'm gonna say Austin and I are probably a million times closer than John Laurinaitis and his brother were.
Yeah.
Who was he in a tag team with in Japan? Was that Shane Douglas?
Shane Douglas, the Dynamic Dudes.
They don't like each other, do they?
No.
And I
didn't think so.
Didn't they carry their skateboards to the ring instead of riding them? They actually.
You really think he could ride a fucking skateboard? No way.
Yeah, Johnny Ace couldn't ride a fucking skateboard. Shane Douglas says he could. I never saw it.
No.
So, franchise, I'm sorry. I have sung your praises on any chance I can, but you're going to have to prove you can ride a skateboard for me to sign off on this. But I could see a situation where Shane Douglas does it and Johnny Ace, well, it might make me look bad because I can't ride one. We're a tag team. So what we got to do is we got to carry him out there. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it, kid. And then 3 months later, oh, well, you could let Shane go. I could make it on my own. Yeah. Johnny Ace completely sold him out.
Anything else on her statement that you wanted to mention?
I just hope people use critical thinking when looking at this. Like, a list of gifts doesn't mean that she consented.
Right.
List of gifts does not make her a gold digger. Think about this. Hypothetical situation. Lou, the bus driver, leaves his wife. Him and his wife have a divorce after 20 years of marriage. Lou bought her a cruise to the South Pacific, bought her a diamond necklace. Are you going to call his wife? We'll call her Betty. Are you going to call Betty a gold digging hoe? No, you're not. You're going to sit there and be like, oh, they were married. They gave gifts. Blah, 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 blah. Now, use some of that logic when thinking about this case.
See, I never liked Betty. I'm on Team Lou.
You're on Team Lou? Well, I heard Lou was a degenerate scumbag.
That's all right.
But he is a real New Yorker.
He is a real New Yorker.
Lou's a New Yorker.
Driving a bus in New York City is one of the, it's like the second most dangerous job in the world or something.
I heard being a cabbie is.
That's the first. Driving a bus in New York is the
risking their lives daily.
Oh, well, driving in New York in general just seems dangerous. So
that's
being in New York seems dangerous. You can catch an STD just walking out of LaGuardia into New York City. It is that big of a shit pile of a town. No one likes New York unless they live there, and that's because they have to.
So if you're landing at LaGuardia, you got to wear a condom, is what you're saying.
Whole body condom. Just stay in LaGuardia till you have to leave.
Okay.
I felt dirty when I had to stay in LaGuardia for 45 minutes.
Jeez. Did you get an STD?
No, thank heavens. I was saved. But I felt disgusting. I wouldn't even eat while I was there.
Wow.
I literally walked from the gate I exited from to the gate that I was to where my connecting flight was and sat there by the door. Yeah. Like, get me the hell out of here as soon as humanly possible.
Jeez. Wow. All right.
Could have been I was wearing full Boston Red Sox gear too.
Oh.
So could have been a little frightened.
Oh, shit. All right. Anything more on Janel Grant, or should we move on?
Fuck Vince McMahon. He's a piece of shit person. He always has been a piece of shit person. Will he be respected and celebrated in WWE for what he's done? Sure, but
no.
The skeletons in the closet outweigh the flowers in the garden. So
ooh, I like that.
I think a parade should be thrown in Times Square the day he finally fucking croaks, and we will be better off as a society with him gone.
I can't even follow that up.
So just so we're clear, Austin. So you, in terms of how you feel about Vince McMahon, you don't like him at all. You only like him a little bit. I mean, how? Just so we're clear.
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
Obviously, being a Brett guy, I'm not a fan. I haven't been since November of '97. I think his legacy is done. I don't see any way there will be moments of reverence for him.
Did you see the body cam footage of his accident?
I did.
Yeah.
I did, and it was like I honestly was like, this is exactly how I would expect this to go. I was shocked he asked if she was okay.
Yeah, that was the most surprising thing of the whole video.
Yeah, like I'm like, oh wow, hey.
I don't think he cared. I think he was just worried about the legal ramifications.
Yeah.
If he accidentally killed somebody, that's a tough day.
Yeah, I think at that point, hey pal, already got some issues.
I don't need a vehicular homicide on the list.
I like how like some publications have put in there he was on his way to his granddaughter's birthday.
Well, that's what he told the cop. That was his excuse for going 115 miles per hour.
Like they put that in the opening paragraph. Like somehow this is supposed to humanize Vince McMahon.
Well, it's only relevant because that was the excuse he offered. Because apparently if you're going to be potentially late for your granddaughter's whatever, you just
responsible newspaper. You bury that somewhere in the middle.
Maybe, but
you're tugging. That's tugging at heartstrings there. I guarantee you that grandchild was even like, I want him here. Fuck.
But I kind of wasn't surprised because Bruce Pritchard has talked about Vince's driving, and apparently he's always drive like a psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah, he almost killed Bruce in I think it was Jim Cornette driving from Philadelphia to New York once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In a snowstorm, he was going over 110.
Yeah.
We got to make the town.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that he was like, oh, I didn't know this car could go that fast. When, first of all, every car can top out at 100 or over 100. And two, if you look at the car he's driving, are you fucking dumb? Like, of course it can go that fast.
It said turbocharged on the back of the car.
It's a fucking sports car. Like, what do you expect?
He didn't seem like he should be driving anyway, too. I mean, like he just in the video, he just comes across like this confused old man who probably should have had his license pulled.
He looked like Henry Rollins with too much Botox. Like
or not enough.
I was sad because I'm like, he's wearing my favorite workout pants.
Oh,
Adidas with the 3 stripes, black. That's like an Eric Pilcher staple.
He probably just got done working out or something.
Yeah, probably.
Well, you got to get yoked for your
or shooting up, one of the two.
Yeah, you got to get yoked for your granddaughter's birthday party. Apparently, you got to walk in and be like, "Hey, Paul, this is a good luck with your pussy heart."
All right. Anything else on Janelle, or should we move on?
I wish her all the best, and hopefully something comes from this.
Hopefully.